Hello and welcome to the Shed. This is a really special Shed talk for me, not least because it's actually the first one that I'm giving. Normally I'm introducing the evening, introducing some amazing and inspirational speakers that we've been lucky enough to host, and I know, well, we've got some more tonight, and I know we've got many more to come in the future. It's also a special Shed Talk because this is the first Shed Talk session since we launched the platform. We, as Steve says, we spent the summer working on the Shed Talks. Our busy bees downstairs, the tech team has busily been creating from scratch what I think is the world-class crowdfunding platform. More on that later. The final reason why it's special is it's actually CrowdShed's first birthday this month. It is 12 months since CrowdShed Limited was incorporated. And again, I'll go into a little bit of background as to why CrowdShed. I think it's been a crazy year. We've achieved a lot as a team. Personally, it's been an immense year for me, not only creating and starting and building a team and, hopefully creating jobs through the businesses, charities, causes, projects that we will hopefully be helping. We already have been. But also personally for me, it's been amazing. I got married. Joey is at the back there, and as you'll see when she stands up, she's got to be easy on the standing up. She's also expecting our first baby. So we are properly packing a lot into this year. But, what a year it's been. So what are we? And what is crowdfunding 2.0 as we see it? Well, we are bringing together investment and philanthropy funding, whilst also bridging the online. Crowdfunding is almost an old word now. Bridging the online with the real world support, education, and events like today that I think a lot of our competitors maybe are not doing. I think the investment and philanthropy angle is really powerful. It's certainly been a clear winner for some of the institutions that we've been talking to, not only who we're talking to about strategic alliances and helping them show philanthropy opportunities and great new business opportunities to their high net worth private clients, but it's also a way for grassroots entrepreneurs, grassroots charities, and grassroots projects, whether they're creative, whether they're academic, to really get going. So, we're really pleased to be at the vanguard of this. So what have we launched with? Well, we launched already within the first 12 months with a platform. As I said, we launched the rewards platform earlier last month, and we've already had a couple of successes already. We're really pleased to have funded a charity that's working with young kids in Haringey. We've also funded a black and white silent movie. There's plenty more on the platform that is out there. And actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of those projects a little bit later. They are truly inspirational. One business that we're working with it's called Harry Specter's Chocolates. I do expect, obviously, everybody to go and fund all of the projects after this. But Harry Specter's Chocolates is a beautiful project. It is a social enterprise that it trains up young autistic people to become chocolatiers, and their chocolates are award-winning. They're Great Taste award-winning. It's a great poster child of actually why we're bringing on the investment side next year. So they are currently reward crowdfunding now, and they're getting some nice donations, as well as money can't buy rewards like name a chocolate box, get an evening of chocolate and wine tasting. But also the investment side that we're bringing on later with equity means that those same people that first backed them to enable them to get their next chocolate machine, to enable them to employ and train up more autistic young people. It means that with an equity raise next year for a larger amount of money, they're able to include the crowd that is already their customers and their biggest fans. And that's really powerful for why we're doing equity. The equity they want, actually, incidentally, which we're hoping to work with them on, is to move them into purpose-built facilities to move their business on. Currently, it is a true cottage industry. The founders are making chocolate with these amazing young people in their conservatory. So it's time that award-winning chocolate stepped up. So that's one project. You know, we're working with the Running Charity, a charity that is chaired by and backed by Colin Jackson and the London Marathon. We're working with some amazing films. We've got things coming in the pipeline with very well-known celebrities who actually want to eschew the traditional record label, for example, and bring their crowd in, bring their fan base in to help them make their records, create their creative product of the future. And then again, there's potential to get involved with a bit of financial upside from there. The other side of this, and maybe this feeds into my background before CrowdShed. What was I doing? In July last year, I was working in traditional finance, and that's very much, again, this is where I see the other side of crowdfunding, the crowdfunding 2.0, the institutionalization of crowdfunding as I kind of see it. It's bringing traditional funding sources into creative projects, into equity, into philanthropy, and into loans as well, which we've got our eye on in the future. So we've got a lot to do. An example of that actually comes with one of our seed investors, GLI Finance, which is a London Stock Exchange listed company. It is backed itself, obviously, by institutional investors. They see alternative finance, not potentially as alternative finance in the future, just another way of finance. And institutions, banks actually do want to get involved with this, and we want to help them. Let's face it, that is where the money is. It's also where it's locked up because they just don't have the resources to work at the grassroots level, at the small business level, at the charities level. And so we've got an incredible network, incredible support already into traditional finance markets, institutional finance. And that's really where I see the future of mixing the crowd alongside the traditional sources of finance. Anyway, that's how we see crowdfunding 2.0. We're actually just about to start our second round of investment funding, and again, already we've had a lot of interest from other institutions in the city, and it's really gratifying to see that they do actually support. They are not shutting out how to get money to the little guys, to the new businesses. It's just they can't with the processes that are in place already. They're just too big. So the future is bringing the real world, connecting the real world to the online. It is bringing support and education, and we work with projects that we're working with, intensely. Harry Specter's a case in point. We were out with the founders of that chocolate company at a Christmas show yesterday, helping them to market not only their crowdfund, but also their chocolates at this Christmas show. Do support all of these projects. They're brilliant. We've got computers at the back of the room as well, so you can do it here and now, and we're mobile enabled. Of course we are. So all I say is crowdfunding 2.0 is here with us. We have so much more to bring on. It's been so exciting already working with some amazing people, some amazing projects. Watch this space for more. Thank you.